Yeah, I'll tell you a few things. Very funny. I used to apply to N Parks and it's no problem. But nowadays, they blocked the website. And I called them and finally I got an operator to help me to register my speech through the phone. Thank God, But I guess, okay, that's one part of it. Now I put the title as Finance Minister Talking Nonsense. And why I am a born Singaporean here, 60 years old, coming 61, and unhappy with Singapore. Not because it's for me. It's for all of us, our children. I can vouch to that because basically I am okay. But I'm not selfish like many people. And I will die to it. Now let me tell you something, okay? Why I say that Taman is talking nonsense. Well, I guess he's got no choice. Just like when Yam Tong Jao said something, next moment they have to change his tag, right? He probably said, hey guys, you better say something to me. Now I'll rebut that. Any of you own a car? Any of you? Okay. Anybody who bought a car or buys a car today, in 20 years has written a check of 250,000 plus to the government, and he's got nothing at the end of 20 years. Remember that. Your children, anybody who wants to buy a car, that's the end of it. So if you're not earning that kind of salary, if you divide that by 20 years, how much money do you have to earn to save to pay for that 250,000 over 20 years? You count that. You can count. It's all mathematics, right? A car average costs 100,000 plus. I don't think internet, right? You can look at it. It's no surprise. So if the car can make you a bankrupt in 20 years, what about housing? What about medical? Then you say, yeah, but everybody's surviving. I'll tell you why. But no more. Soon, there'll be a big problem. Because all these years, when you buy a HDB, some people bought it at 7,500, like my mother bought it. Some people buy it at 70,000. Some people buy it at 100 over 1,000. But today, the 3-room flat costs 300,000. Correct?
Yes.
When I bought my first condominium as a pilot, it was 380,000. And I was drawing a gross salary of 10,000 to 14,000 that time. Now, I'm not here trying to show off or anything, but I tell you, I struggled. I struggled to pay for the mortgage. I struggled. I had to lease out. I had to live in the HDB humbly. Now they're talking nonsense, man. What? An ordinary Singaporean, I tell you, a lot of Singaporeans today, I tell you, I won't mention names, even the people I know, graduates, they pay employment agencies, they pay headhunters to find them jobs. And you walk into DBS, Piyush Gupta, you should be sacked. You know why? You see how many foreigners inside. And then our children have to pay employment agency, headhunters, salary interview, and then pay half-month salary. And a lot of them still don't have the jobs. And I know one guy in church. I met him, I talked to him, and a nice gentleman, graduate, started his own business, I guess. He's very well, good gentleman doing charity work. He said, I said, how's business? He said, I try to get contracts from a GLC, a government company. They won't give it to me. I can do the same job or even better. But they give it to a foreign company. And when I asked them why, they said, well, we only give it to companies that, has a paid-up capital of 5 million. So $2 can start a company. And you trust them. And our local boys, working very hard, can do the same job. You don't give them a helping hand. And then you expect them to be trained, you expect them to be marketable, you expect them to be good. What are you talking about? You guys are mad or what? And I keep complaining Singaporeans are lazy. You know who is lazy? The whole bunch up there is lazy. except somebody hang himself. But I don't believe he hang himself. I can say what I want, but I don't believe he hang himself. Okay? But let me tell you something else. Water under the bridge. What I'm trying to tell the government is, listen, sit up, wake up, and listen. Singaporeans must be taken care of. First, I don't care about anybody else. You know something? They have so many PRs. I love foreigners, I love PRs, I love everybody. But please take care of your people first. Huh?
Right. Yes.
If you know, when you walk into I go for medical, and I got angry, I said, oh, $40 for medical checkup. Foreigners, how much? Same. Oh, same. PR, how much? Same. Oh, I got angry, I said, girl, I'm very angry, but I don't want to get angry with you, no? The policy come from up there. Call your boss here. I told the boss and I sent it in HSA now. Alright? It is up there. My email is up there. I warned them. I said, there is no such thing. If you want to charge me $1, $100, you times that by 10 for foreigners. It cannot be the same. I tell you what, same ministers, president, Tony Tan, sorry, I'm embarrassed, okay? Nathan, when you die, you will your money to your neighbors. How many children you have? 3. Neighbors? 3. Put it, divide by 6. You know what that guy will tell you? Oh, cannot, okay, not my children. I agree with you. Why? Only your children and your money, you know how to jaga lah. Huh? Singapore, you take care of your citizens first. The moment I take out my IC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, don't talk too much. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are for those who need more money. Poor. In other words, a sense of pride and belonging. You come and tell me bullshit and all that kind of thing until today I take out my IC, I stamp on it, I spit on it. Nothing. Why? Because what I can get, the PR is getting no less. In fact, they're getting more. Like, I don't want to duplicate what you said or Zian said. It's all rubbish. Why? All the PRs, they call it as locals. Huh. Shit. That's why it's a suggestion. Instead of telling the PAP, no, I'm happy. I'll tell you what's the suggestion. I said it before and I'm making louder and I'll blast your eardrum if you don't listen. PRs, I'll give you 5 years. 7 years, up to you. In 5 years, 10 years, you don't take up my citizenship. If I offer you, it becomes nothing. It becomes TR. Temporary residence. In fact, now there should be TR and after that, no R's. Right? Why should we subsidize? Do you realize that each and every PR that we have in Singapore is eating up into your reserves? Into what all of us Singaporeans deserve. I'll give you an example. You got a piece of cake. You got 3 kids and 3 PRs in the house. If you divide by 6, your son only got this small piece of cake. But now you divide by 6. But when the old man gets a stroke, the 3 of them say, hey, I have to go home. I have to go home, Malaysia, Indonesia, go. The 3 children, you know what they'll do? If they're smart, they'll put poison or they'll roll the old man in the wheelchair into the drain. You know why? Because the old man didn't take care of them. So we are now telling the government, we are looking at you and telling you, hey, better watch it, man. You better take care of us, or we're going to do something to correct it.
Yes.
We must. How are we going to do it?
Vote them out.
I leave it to your good judgment, right? But it cannot be status quo. It cannot be the same. It cannot be biasa. In Malay called biasa. Eh, tak boleh biasa lah ni. Mana boleh? Huh? Hey, I will tell you, look. In Antonangkong Simi, when you make me sit on the floor, I'll do anything. Correct? So don't do that, please. Your children, your citizens are angry. Right? So do something for them. Why? Because then you say, hey, at least my father got a heart. It make it like club. 10千10萬啊，話咪死你，特擺背來背去，你叫我嘴巴自己個格啊，what home and eat? Where the meaning? Hey, nonsense, man. Hey, you know, okay, now I tell you what is the solution for medical. You make sure, you see they inflate the price very high. Then they tell you, I give you 80% discount. You know, it sounds like what, no? It sounds like the Singapore grand sale. Sorry, I'm a businessman, my price here. The bloody price increased by 30%, they give you 20% or give you 30% discount. Then you buy it. Stupid guy. Tell you. Now, why can't they give you more? In fact, they should give you 95% rebate based on their inflated cost. And the PR decrease. Why? Because I told you about the pie. Everything that they have, we get less. Everything they have, we get less. I'm not counting money with them. But since you squeeze... Sorry guys, I'm an old man, forgive me, a bit crude. Actually, sometimes you can tell the message better. You squeeze my balls, I will now kill you. You know why? Because it's painful and I'll die. Yeah. Right? Don't do that, please. I want them to listen to what I say. In other words, I don't want to fight you, but I'm just your son, your children are crying, and you don't come up with a proper expression, noise. Screw you! Noise, fuck you. You know why? You know what that noise means? It means, hey, this guy is wasting my time, man. You're talking rubbish. Now you better sit up and listen, old heck. Right? Anybody who says noise, anybody who calls us xenophobia, I already put it in the net. I want to do a research. Any hotshot lawyers? You call me xenophobia? If I got this thing, right, I'll file a case against you. Why? We are not xenophobic. Far from it. I travel, my good friends, I love them. Italians, friends, all good friends. Malays, Indians, everywhere. Malaysia, Thailand, my good friends. Yeah. So I'm telling you, we are not xenophobic. It's just like you squeeze us so jialat, the song has to come out. But you know what they want to do? They want to dilute your sound by adding more population. It's like your house they close all your door and they throw more insulation inside there. In Malaysia they call it what? Dosia. Okay guys, that is my happiness. In other words, I want the government to tell us in no uncertain terms what is there for all of us, not just the old 65 and above, who maybe got big bungalows. I'm not calculating with anybody. Anybody who comes out with that piece of thing, I see, you give it to them. That's it. Yes.